Hello there! Mr. Salas isn't here. Today with you, Merakip Algajan. So, I'm not Steve Kaufman, but today we're going to talk. I'm not Steve Kaufman, but today we're going to talk about languages. So, and the topic is how long does it take to learn a language? How long does it take to learn a language? To learn a language, not a foreign language. Overall, even the mother tongue. So, a lot of videos in YouTube about how to learn language very fast. Very fast, like. Well, okay, let's start. The thing that I want to say is that to learn language in 2 weeks, it's not real. And it's impossible to learn language in 2 or 3 weeks. However, well, for example, after 1 month or after 2 weeks, you have a trip to one country, for example, to Italy or to Germany, yeah? So in this case, you can learn some basic vocabulary. For example, you can ask like, how are you? Hello, good morning, good afternoon. And also you can like ask, do you speak this language, or how can I find this way, and where is it, and where is it located, and etc. So you can learn the basic phrases. Well, 2 weeks it's enough if you like will dedicate, if you dedicate like 1 hour per day or at least 30 minutes, and you will learn like basic vocabulary, basic phrases. Yeah, I think it's enough for in 1 month you can achieve something like A1. And it's we call it like survive vocabulary, yeah, vocabulary for survival. And these like necessary words, very necessary, extremely important like words in order to in order to survive in like in unfamiliar country, in unfamiliar language environment. So in this case, yes. And maybe you can say like, I learned one language, I learned certain language in 1 month. Well, it's not true. Be honest, it's not true. But it depends on the language. For example, if you speak Portuguese, your mother tongue is Portuguese, and you're going to Spain. Well, of course, 1 month is enough, and maybe you can communicate at like at pre-intermediate or at intermediate level, because you have the same vocabulary. And similar for me, for example, I know Kazakh, and if I travel to Uzbekistan or Turkmenistan, I can also like learn a lot of things, or to Turkey. And also I know Russian, yeah, so I can travel to Ukrainian, Belarus, and well, I can find anything, because well, I can learn Ukrainian for 1 month, and it 1 month is enough like to speak at pre-intermediate level very well, yeah. So it depends on the language. However, if you learn, or if you go to the country and the language of this country is very like different from your mother tongue, so it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult. So what I'm saying is, in 1 month you can like learn some basic vocabulary, basic expressions, like phrases, in order to survive in that country. But you can't learn language. You won't be at intermediate level. You can't learn language till the advanced level. So, and how long does it take actually to learn language very well, let's say? By my estimation, and I can say that by my relying on my experience, I can say that to learn one foreign language, not intensively, just passively or half intensively, well, it will take from 3 years, to 5 years. That this time is enough to achieve advanced level. Maybe in each language, I don't know, I haven't studied, or I haven't learned Chinese, Mandarin, or Japanese. So, but I learned Spanish, I learned English, as you see. So well, I've been learning English for 4 years, I think. Yeah, for 4 years maybe. As it wasn't intensively at all. It wasn't intensively. Like I had a lot of pauses in my language learning, in English especially. So sometimes I was learning, sometimes I wasn't. So I'm saying that just passively, like half intensively, you can learn language like from 3 years to 5 years. Just half intensively. But if you have specific goal and you need to learn one language in 2 years, for example, yeah, or in 3 years, or in 2 years, yeah, well, if you will dedicate 1 hour per day, at least 30 minutes, so you're gonna learn language, you will have at the end of this journey upper intermediate level. So it's enough to communicate with the native speakers, and also to talk about a lot of topics, and you can like hold a good conversation with native speakers, and I think B2 level is good enough. However, how long does it take to learn language, like to really learn language? I think that the language learning is not it I think that language learning doesn't have ending, and you will learn language until your death. It's true. It's true, and you have to accept that. For example, I'm accepting that I'm gonna learn English for 20 or 50 or 30 years. And of course, I think after 10 years it's going to be very well, yeah. Because now, right now, I read a lot of books in English, so I think after 1 or 2 years, I will have like proficiency level. But I don't know because I don't have speaking practice. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna like use italki, so in near future, and we'll see. So my answer is to learn like the most of the language, to learn to learn language very well. It will take from 3 years to 5 years, depending on your intensivity, on your intensivity, yeah, on your productivity. If you learn systematically, if you have coach or language teacher, you have right materials, right resources, if you watch a lot of videos about how to learn languages, definitely you're gonna learn any language in 2 years maybe. Yeah, 2 years is good enough to achieve intermediate or upper intermediate level. And there are lots of examples on YouTube, but I'm talking about regular people. Just regular people, normal people, people who don't have any specific talents for languages, like me, for example. Well, I think that I don't have any talent for languages, really. I'm just regular person. I'm not systematic. I'm not organized. I don't have any coach or teachers. I just learn languages by myself, and that's all. I just dedicate 15 or 30 minutes. Sometimes I just watch videos. Well, like sitting down and like intensively learning is very small amount of time. What I do, it's very small. So okay, that was my answer. I think that to learn any language you need from 3 to 5 years for regular person, or if if you like if your brain got used to languages and you learned 1 or 2 foreign languages already, well, I think for you it's going to take 2 years to achieve like intermediate or to upper intermediate level. However, don't forget about that language learning doesn't have ending, and you're gonna learn language till your death. And be positive, always be positive, because, well, like for example, you can say I've been learning English for 6 years. Okay, it does matter. Don't be worried. Don't worry about that. You're gonna learn it. Eventually, you're gonna learn it. You just make sure that you dedicate at least 15 or 30 minutes per day, and you will learn language. Even after 10 years, you're gonna learn it. So, and my advice is, learn language, even if it takes 10 years. These 10 years these 10 years will pass very fast, just rapidly. So, for example, now you're 30, and when you turn 40, you will speak English, Spanish, Chinese, and etc. So, don't be worried about the time. For example, I'm learning English. Now I started learning German. Sometimes I learn Italian. Well, I think, okay, I just spent some 10 or 15 minutes per day, and I think that I don't have any specific goal, and I think, well, when I turn 30, yeah, when I'm 30, I will be able to speak these languages, because, well, now I'm 22, I have another 9 years. Well, so that is my advice for you. So be positive, stay tuned, and see you soon on the next video. Bye.